we have here is we're cutting a hole for our 5th annual polar bear plunge, and it's supported by the law enforcement community. It's the law enforcement torch run, and traditionally what we do is we get together, we raise money for Ontario Special Olympics. It's progressively grown. Our first year we had 37 people go in the lake, and we ended up raising $11,000. This is our 5th year, and we're hoping to reach 250 plungers and have set our fundraising goal at $40,000, which we are hoping to reach or exceed. We're confident this will happen as this event has grown every year since its inception. What makes this event unique, I think, is it's fun, and you know what? It's people like to do something special or something unique that they might not ever have an opportunity to do. It crosses something off their bucket list, but typically what happens is I find that people, once they do the event, they realize that it is a lot of fun, and they traditionally come back again for the next year. But not only do they come back again the next year, they bring a friend, or they bring a couple friends, or they bring some classmates, or they bring some family members, and it just turns out to be a really fun, unique event. So again, I think that's part of the growth potential, why it's taken off to be such a popular event here. This year we're excited about the growth of our Cool Schools division, which has about 10 teams of students participating. Again, it's a great opportunity to have the younger kids participate in something that directly supports some of their classmates and their peers. In fact, one of the students that we have is jumping in this year. He's a Special Olympics athlete student. He's supported by his class and his teachers. Unfortunately, he's unable to jump into the lake because of medical concerns, but he's actually going to be kicking the event off with his own special plunge into the pool at the hotel. And it's kind of neat because it kicks everything off, and it gives people the opportunity to see him and engage him and kind of interact with some of the athletes, and kind of ties it in there, which is really a nice touch.
There's special equipment that they have to use, and that the organization has to be able to fund that equipment. The organization the events are run solely by volunteers, and so there are some fees incurred, but and of course we have to pay a nominal registration fee to have Piper participate in Special Olympics. So currently he's in swimming, and he is also in floor hockey.
Why now? It's never come up before. I mean, you hear about it, but you're never crazy enough to go, yeah, I'm going to go and volunteer. It came up around people that I know, like yourself, and it was like the opportunity arose. I didn't pursue it. It just was there. Again, I think, well, first of all, it's for a good cause. It's one of those things that you get to say that you did it. It's not, well, I suppose it's like a bucket list, but everybody has kind of those things they want to do in their lifetime, and I'm not sure I want to do this, but I'll be able to say I did it.
About 40 years ago, middle of winter, out in a small lake. Lucky for us, we had a nice, hot, wood-heated sauna, and we had to make this good-sized hole in the ice. There were 3 or 4 of us piled into the sauna and made sure we got really, really hot. Then we had to walk outside, no shoes on top of the snow. And outside temperature was about -20, and sauna was about +80. So we did it a couple of times, and of course, wonderful thing was that you can go back to sauna and warm up. But we did it, and that was the first time and the only time that I've done this. And it sounds like he might have second thoughts, but I think it's too late for him to back out of this now.
It must, like, I'm just thinking the difference between having a sauna at 80 degrees Celsius versus a warm tent.
Well, that just shows you who the smart ones are when you do something like this. You see, and I think I would have done this, but it's unfortunately that, I wasn't told early enough about this. So it's too late now for me to even try to volunteer, which is okay. I don't mind, but I would have helped a good cause.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to say that now.
Well, no one asked me, no one told me about it. See.
You can still register tomorrow.
You can still register tomorrow.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was such a busy day tomorrow. All the way from 7:30 on, we're busy all day. We just have no time whatsoever. That's how it is. I mean, I wish I would have known about this ahead of time.
I wish I didn't hear about this at all. Well, no, that's not true. I'm glad I heard about it. Come tomorrow, 2 minutes before the jump, I'm going to be wishing I was somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, your mother and I will be there and actually in flesh to see you
But
do
you just
that.
said you're going to be busy.
Well, that's part of the that's part of the busyness tomorrow.
Offering support is part of the... Oh.
We're going to have to come and support you. Somebody has to come from the family, support you in this endeavor.
Nice try.
Oh yes. It's a very good cause. It's a very good cause. I'm glad you're doing it.
Yeah. I wish I was glad someone else was doing it. That's not true. And apparently they're selling 2 chicken to plunge t-shirts. Do you need a t-shirt, Dad? Actually, I think it'd be fun, to be honest. It's going to be 3 seconds of pain and agony, but I think generally it'll be kind of it's for a good cause too.
Hey, we're Team Bizno, which represents brain injury services in Northern Ontario. Some of our clients participate in the Special Olympics, so it was only fair that we support them. 1, 2, 3,
It's nice to be involved with an event that actually ties the fun into fundraising, right? So to be involved and to have the interaction with the athletes and the families, I think is a huge benefit to this specific charity. You get something tangible back from it. It's not like you do fundraisers to get something back, but it's nice to be able to realize how things affect the people that you're raising money or raising awareness for. And it all comes back full circle when you see the smiles on the athletes' faces and you see how what you do affects them and how you genuinely touch them, and in turn they genuinely touch you. And nothing pays it back more than getting a big hug from an athlete after you've participated in a sporting event or a charity event, and just realizing again what it means to them.
That is shocking.
It's very, very cold. It was for a great cause.
It was cold.
I will never do that again. But it was for a good cause. But yeah, it was interesting. I didn't realize how much your body goes into shock immediately when you get into the water. But yeah, it was good. I'm glad I did it.
We're all police officers, so Special Olympics, police officers, we go together, right? It's for the kids. Absolutely.
Okay, so our event is now over, and we're happy to announce that we did exceed our expected numbers, and we ultimately had 250 people enter the water as plungers, and we've raised in excess of $60,000, which was a huge increase of last year. Last year we raised $40,000, and again tying it back to the Coolest Schools division, which was a huge success as well. The Coolest Schools on their own ended up raising $25,000. So next year we're hoping to move upwards and onwards to bigger and better things and set our goals higher, and hopefully we have a lot more people come in, and I'm confident again that we will, because the success of the event is growing every year, and we anticipate that it's going to continue to grow.